welcome back, everybody. And let me tell you, I am super excited. This is going to be a great episode of Coaching Conversations. Obviously, my name is Nick, and today I'm going to be speaking to one of our clients here at Upcoach, which is great. We're going to talk about their story a little bit, and I suppose what they've learned from coaching and how they've been able to, get to the success that they're experiencing at the moment, which is great. And today I've got the lovely Veronica from Ultima Building Group.
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Veronica, obviously, we've been working together for over a year now, which is great. And I've seen a lot of changes within the business itself and with you and Chris, the other half of the business. And but I just thought, just for the person that's listening to this or watching this, maybe tell us a little bit about Ultima and, what you do. And I know, hearing it from the horse's mouth is always better than hearing it from me. So.
Yeah, so we're a residential building company based in Sydney. My husband, Chris, is the builder, and he is the marketing side, the sales side and the construction side. And I help him on the back end at the paperwork and in the office and the organisation. We build new homes, renovations, extensions, as well as some home improvements.
Fantastic. And the good thing is, I've seen kind of an evolution in the way, Chris does his work, obviously, and, the way that, you're doing your work and now adding more to the team. And I just wanted to, talk a little bit more about, how long the business has been going for and why did you get into this type of business? I mean, obviously, Chris has been a builder, but you've added a lot to it, and I always think that you're the finesse side of the business. Which is
I make things look good.
Yeah, you make Chris look good, exactly. Like more along the lines of dealing with the client and I suppose why building. I mean, you guys could have built a lot of different work, but I know you like the higher quality type homes and. Just tell me a little bit about kind of the background of the business.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we first started, we were a carpentry business, did a lot of the carpentry work, the frames, the internals. And then we kept seeing a lot of the people who were engaging our work just weren't delivering to the clients the product that we thought clients deserved. And, we felt we could have offered our, the clients whose houses we were building on a better service. And so we decided to evolve into a building company and engage our own clients and give them the experience of building. We love building. I think it's the best fun in the world. You follow a recipe and then a beautiful thing comes at the end. And we try and help our clients enjoy what is a really stressful experience, but be comforted that, with the trustworthiness that builders sometimes aren't known for, we bring to the table. We're open, honest, and, make them feel comfortable with what is a very huge investment with their own time and money.
And for you, just think about that. I remember last week we were talking about it was a bit of a stressful week and stuff, but we were talking about that it needs to be fun.
It needs to be fun,
right? But tell us a bit about that concept, because I think that's you and Chris. I know, that's your energy and how you guys are about yourselves, and because the everyday business owner thinking about this goes, "Oh, business is like hard work," and you know what I mean. But tell us a bit about the concept of, making it fun or being
well. Fun. Like running a business is almost the same as having a job. You have to work as hard. But I guess if you own it and you run it, you get the most enjoyment and pride out of it. And that's the fun bit. That's the fun of seeing the clients happy with the product, enjoying, it come from a pile of dirt to a beautiful home and, just engaging. Like in the construction industry, everyone's skill level is phenomenal and one person can't do everything. You got to get the experts in their field to come in, and our job is to find the right expert for the right job and make it all mold together. So
make it all happen, right?
Make it really nice. Yeah.
It's interesting. Like when I see you like that, your eyes kind of light up. Now there's obviously another side to each business, right? It's always the same way, but I like how you've put it from the perspective of, it's it's almost like an honor to see a house come together from dirt to
Oh,
that,
it is.
knowing the client's reaction when they see it, to go, oh my
Yeah.
God. And I know this because I'm like building in the backyard as well. To go, that was dirt not long ago, and now the walls are up, and
Absolutely.
there's all of these things that's starting to turn into a home, right? So, and for you, I suppose, where did that passion come from? Where does that, for you and Chris, where did that sort of come? Because I know you love the home, and I know
Yeah.
family's big on your agenda, obviously, and
Absolutely.
mum of 2 kids. I just thought I'd sort of dive in a bit deeper there.
Look, I obviously love the renovation shows and the magazines and all of that. But to a home, for me, my home is very important, and it's my safe zone, my area where my family come. And I think that it is as important for everyone out there as it is for me to experience not just a house, but a home. And I think a lot of spec builders out there are, spinning out these kit homes and houses, and I don't always feel it's a home. Whereas if you get the individual experience of a small builder, they bring you into that, and everyone is very hands-on these days, more so than before. And I think we can help guide those clients with that experience, and get what I get out of it.
I love that. Yeah, it's from a house to a home. That's important. Now, the other side to the business, what's maybe been some tough things for you and Chris to deal with in the last X amount of years? In the business. What do you think's been some of the tough issues there as well?
I think, well, for me personally, the volume of responsibility attached to every job, every step of the business. It's not just building, it's all the organization, planning, preparation before that to get the final product and to develop, to produce the service that we do. It should be seamless. I think it should be as seamless as possible, but that ability to be seamless is a huge amount of work.
Reality versus the truth. The dream are two totally different parts, right? So,
yeah.
And for the guys on site, obviously, because I know you communicate with them all day and all, like on a constant basis and stuff. What do you think's been challenging for them?
Look, I think because, everyone, the last couple of years, we've all gone through all the COVID business, all the material shortage, and that's stressful, when you know what you want to do and there's obstacles in your way, and adding that extra pressure on what already is a very stressful environment. Just keeping everyone, positive, it's okay, this problem still can be solved, it's not the end of the world. And just that communication, I think time has taught us that the more communication we have, the more problems are going to be easily solved and overcome.
Yeah, that's an interesting part, right? Because some people, they don't take it on, or they feel a little bit kind of restricted by not being able to deal with these problems, and then they manifest into something 10 times bigger.
Oh, absolutely.
Dealt with like immediately, right?
Absolutely.
That's important. Okay, cool. And for you, I suppose I've had to ask, how have you dealt from, I don't know, when we first met, kind of having to do a lot of the stuff, to now, we've got a bigger team, and I suppose with Chris as well, how do you think he's evolved from just being the tradesperson? Because I feel now he's more, it's the business owner, it's sales, it's, helping the team do what they do. And both him and yourself, I think, have kind of evolved past that, small mind business to now where we're heading and the opportunities we've got.
Yeah, absolutely.
How have you dealt with that? What's been something, maybe a aha moment, or something, a shift in the way that you think?
Yeah, I think, through your program, it's definitely been a guiding factor where you've actually been able to see things we couldn't see, even though we were right in front of our eyes. Things like the systems and processes, breaking those down and outsourcing the areas that we really didn't have to do, someone else can do it, and then we can spend our time more valuable on other areas. That's definitely increased our business and the value of our company threefold. Like, it's ridiculous. And you've definitely helped me personally and Chris personally, and then the team collectively, in what our roles and our responsibilities are and how we can all mold that together and make it work as a well-functioning machine.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like what you said. You can see stuff that was right in front of us, but we couldn't see it, and I suppose that's an important part for any business. Sometimes if you're so much in it rather than on it, you get caught up in the in it part, and then by the way, anyone listening to this isn't that, Veronica and Chris, it's all rainbows and butterflies. It's actually far from it. It's still a business that needs to do stuff, and it's growing and doing all of that stuff. But what we can see now is, if everybody plays the game better and understands what their processes are, it just makes life like heaps easier, right? Like
that's right.
Which is important, So now let me ask you a question. What would you say to somebody, like maybe that needs help, but they've been a little bit hesitant, about it? Like, because there's a lot of people that may watch this and listen to this, or, be sent this by somebody else, or come to the website or whatever. And I'm just wondering, because I know when we first engaged, obviously it's a jump in money, and it's a commitment, and all of that stuff. So I always like to go, to sort of tell people to go, hey, there's people exactly in the same boat, just like you, about to make a decision, and you may be a bit worried about making that decision of getting coaching and getting help. And I'm wondering, like how you guys came to that, and what you tell somebody else. And maybe now that we've been working over a year together, where your business maybe would have been if we didn't engage and stuff.
Well, like the hesitancy, I was in that group. Chris is the one that came to me, met you, and presented it, and I was the hesitant wife saying, I don't want to spend that money. Like, where are we going to get that from? But going into our second year, it is an investment into us. And I think that frame of mind is something it was not natural for me as a business owner to invest money back into the business. I was more of the mind, we should save as much money as possible, not spend it. But I do think that value of investing within yourself or your company will make you more money in the end. It will make you stronger. It will also give you more insight into how to run your company better. And if you're already a business owner, you're already doing it tough. In the construction industry, there's not a lot of people out there wanting to help your business. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of contractors that want, a work from you, but there's not a lot of people that want your business to go forward. And, construction wise, I think, you guys have moved our company to a stronger position. We're happier and healthier. We are not fearful of, lockdowns or supply shortages, because we've got plans and we can get through it.
Yeah, that's a really, really good opportunity. Look, I think people are always going to be hesitant. Obviously, it's an investment, right? There's
It is.
no doubt. You know what I mean? That it is the big thing. I think that I want sort of anybody listening to this is to understand that it's okay for you to spend money into your business as an investment, just like you said, to grow the company, rather than thinking of it, because the way that I think about stuff is, a lot of people wouldn't be hesitant to go and buy a ute for 80 grand, to go buy a tool, or there's all of that type of stuff, right? So like all of those type of key areas people spend money on, but they won't do it where it comes to, getting help for their business, because they're
Yeah.
worried. Yeah, everything's a risk, right? That's how it
Oh, it
works.
is. And look,
Like
from
that.
our point of view, we couldn't put in more time. We were already doing what we needed to do. We couldn't do any more. And I guess in the scheme of things, you can't get more out of something if you don't change or put in something. You can't just stay still and do the same thing over and over again. And so, the value that we've got from you guys is the ability to see forward and to see the potential growth and years to come, instead of doing the same thing day in, day out, and not really changing any of the numbers.
Yeah, that's really, really clever. A few more questions. What's the goal for the business for you and for Chris? What do you feel that the goal is?
Well, the end goal is,
The end goal.
to retire at 50, but
the
the realistic goal is to, have the company keep being able to function and build what will, to our standard, without us having to be there 24/7. We don't want to have to hover over jobs. We want it to run smoothly. People enjoy working with us and they enjoy doing what they want to do. We want them to be able to do it, but we don't want to have to be on site all the time.
Yeah. So basically, the business is semi-running autonomously.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What I love is you guys have really embraced own the race course rather than the race horse, with the multiple offerings that we have, now moving into NDIS and all that stuff as well, which is kind of really, really cool. What do you like doing when you're not working?
I love gardening and reading and
Going away with the girls, you just did that, right?
Going on weekend trips. Wine tasting.
I know you love your family, right? That's
I do. It's being at home, and if I'm working, it should be worth it, because I'm not with my family. So I do.
Great point right there.
I love working and I love my, family, and I'm a better mum when I'm working and I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when things are good, we're happy.
Yeah.
So, man, some great nuggets of gold just out of this. Two more things. What's one thing you'd say to somebody looking for coaching as a business owner?
I think, if you have any concerns about why you shouldn't do it, you should really look at what those concerns are and see, well, what else could I do different? If you don't think coaching is for you, then why, what is it you feel like you need from coaching, and what is it you think you're not going to get? And then see what else is out there, because I don't think there's much.
Yeah. Good question. Last thing, how can people get in touch with Ultima?
You can visit our website, www.ultimabg.com.au, or give Chris a direct call, 0413 037 625.
Let me tell you guys, they're the best in the business. They do amazing work. You've got, awesome Veronica and Chris. They're a great team, small boutique builder, so they care. I know that. I'm not saying that because I'm interviewing them. I've spent a lot of time together, and I think they were, if anybody's looking to build a beautiful home or do an extension or reno on their home, these guys are the real deal. They're very caring. It's important to have people there, because it's like Veronica said, it's not just a house. It's not just bricks. It's not a swimming pool. It's actually a home. This is where memories happen, and I know these guys want to make that memory amazing, because it's in their DNA to care. So anybody needs some more data on them, definitely reach out to me as well. So thank you for being on the show, Veronica. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.